Hey guys, welcome to our review of Loki Season 2, Episode 1, the premiere. I know this came out on Thursday night, but Joe was out on Friday, and so... And then it's Monday now, so we're together again. So we watched it, and we want to give our opinion on it. So let me start off by saying I saw some Loki trailers for Season 2, and frankly, I was uninterested. And that's quite weird because I really enjoyed the first season. We rated it very highly. But I just saw some of the scenes in it, and I'm like, I was more excited about other things. Well, I've watched the first episode, and I was like, damn. That's a good, this is good writing. This is good acting. This is creative. This has got, some sci-fi stuff. Basically, all of the good things from Loki Season 1 is present in Loki Season 2, Episode 1, the debut. And I think it's a really strong episode, but I think we go down from here. That's what I think. But this starting episode is amazing. So, the first season, just to catch you up real quick, it's about, the timeline breaking and the creation of the multiverse with, what's his name? Majors something? Jonathan Majors as Kang. And this second season is apparently Loki teaming up with Mobius and B-15 and some other TVA agents in a battle for the soul of the TVA. Includes a search throughout the multiverse for Sylvie, Renslayer, and Miss Minutes. So I guess they're going to be going through and doing a search. Or I don't know what this battle for the soul of the TVA is. I'm not really that interested in it. But I think that this episode does a good job of setting up the pieces of the season, making it interesting, making it, fascinating to watch. I think it's a good episode. What do you guys think?
I was looking forward to this, and I am going to be dumb, and I'm hopeful for Season 2, because I really liked Season 1. This one picked up right where it left off. It still had a lot of tension. It was funny, new characters. OB was great.
Funny. OB, wow.
Yeah.
What's this guy's name? I forget, but Short Round from
that's what we're gonna call
Indiana Jones.
Forever.
Just a fantastic new addition.
Yes, it was a great episode. I loved it. I really hope it stays like this, because this is one of the series that I'm looking forward to the most.
Okay, well, this is every Thursdays. All right, what do you think, Alex?
Yeah, I mean, Disney's been shit in the bed. Like, they've got the Secret War or Secret Invasion, $200 million, and I just don't give a shit about Marvel the way that I used to. I don't want to watch the Marvels. I don't care about this phase that we're going through. Marvel kind of had this perfect ending point with Endgame, but in the quest for more money, we got to march forward. But this is, I think, the best of this new stuff. Mm-hmm. It's interesting. It's funny. It's got good, characters that I care about, and it's a good, solid start. But the problem is multiverses and infinite timelines has a great way of destroying any potential tension because characters can die, and then you're just like, oh, we'll just grab a new B-15 from the next one over. So if they keep up with what's happening here, then this could be another bright spot for them.
Yeah. Okay. Just to remind people, we gave Season 1 a 10 out of 10. I think the first episode I gave a 10 out of 10 in Season 1, Episode 1. It started really, really strong. Let's go to final verdicts quickly for this one, and I'll start us off. I'm giving this a 10 out of 10. I know that's very strong out of the gate, but I looked at this episode, and obviously when you have these 6-episode seasons, Loki Season 1 was 6 episodes. I believe this one is also going to be 6 episodes.
Only 6.
It's difficult, and we will come back and revise if we need to. But this episode, I don't have any complaints anywhere. It was creative. It was interesting. It was well acted. It was well directed. There was budget in it. There were great special effects. There was a cool concept. This is all the stuff, and the writing was smart. You wish that this could be stuff for Ahsoka. We just got done watching all of Ahsoka, and there's moments of just characters just staring at stuff and wasting time in a 8-episode series, and I feel like there's less story than that than there was in a single episode, like just this first episode in Marvel Loki. So it really makes you appreciate good writing. And as you become a critic and you critique things, you watch a lot of things, you'll notice a stark difference. So yeah, very good. 10 out of 10 for me. What about you guys? Episode 1.
I'm about there. Yeah, I really liked it. I'm loving the team up again with
OB. I hope he is a reoccurring. I hope he's not just this one-off.
Yeah,
I
hope so too. OB's great, and Morbius and Loki, great chemistry. Still have it. I want to see more of that. Hopefully, we get it. And even in this one, I honestly felt like there was more tension than whenever Thrawn was supposed to leave, and
whether
you
Loki
just don't get it. He was short on resources.
Was he gonna
Joe.
make it 5, 4, 3?
I was like,
countdown, and we have no idea where it's going.
Like,
he could be lost to time, and then have to figure out a different way. So yeah.
So
really
it was all there. The emotions were there. It was great. Just seeing them back, and it just made me smile. I was like, this is great writing. I like this. I'm gonna go with a 10 as well.
All right.
Wow, you guys are coming. I think this is excellent. I think this is really, really good stuff. I just think of it's one of those things that's been burned by Disney so much lately that it's just like,
don't be afraid because you could come back
like
and
I said,
revise
I
later
can't.
on.
So like
I told you I'm gonna be stupid and be hopeful for this one.
Yeah.
That's not stupid. Loki season 1 was a 10 out of 10, at least a 9 out of 10.
But it's
for
a
you
Disney,
guys.
though.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck who it's from. If the writers and directors are different from the writers and directors of the last one that we didn't like, then I'm gonna give it a chance, whether it's Disney or not.
Yeah.
This episode doesn't scream legendary to me, but I think this is really good stuff. I'm gonna give it with a 9. You said 6 episodes, and this was 39 minutes runtime.
I'm not sure what the runtime was.
Or less, because I think
it was less.
But it feels like that.
So what the fuck are we doing with less than 40-minute episodes in a 6-episode series?
That's been our criticism throughout a lot of these.
Yeah. So I think it's a really good start, but I'm gonna be a little bit more gun shy with their stuff.
Makes
Okay,
sense.
so
Makes
9
sense.
out of 10. It's still excellent. We recommend that you go out and watch it. I know I was coming in here kind of low on it. I'm like, nah, I'm not going to be interested. All right, you got me. So let's do season 2, and hopefully it gets better. This one was written by Eric Martin, just one guy, Eric Martin. This was directed by Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead. The next episode has a different director. The third episode has a different director. But the last 3 are directed by these same 2 that did this episode. And all the way through, it's just written by Eric Martin. So it's a lot on his shoulders. Episode 4 has a little bit of Catherine Blair in it as well as a writer, but mostly Eric Martin.
The longer that we do these reviews, the more I get upset when I see that they're like doing guest spot directors over and over. Like we got 4 out of 6 from like the main people, and then I don't like this. Like what are those 2 fucking people doing? They're just busy. They're like, oh no, I got bowling night on Thursday. I can't direct a $100 million series.
Correct.
Is it Disney just? They're like,
what's interesting is the season 1, all episodes, all 6 were directed by a single person, Kate Herron. She's not directing any of them.
Yeah,
I guess she left. But I didn't miss a beat.
It was
I didn't
great.
feel like the director was what mattered. And Eric Martin was only a writer for episode 4 in season 1, and half writing credit on episode 6. So there's he's got 2 writing credits over the 6 episodes, and here he takes over full duty. So I guess they believed in Eric Martin, and we'll see where this goes from here. Okay, so that's our opinion on episode 1. Have you seen it? Let us know what you think. And I'm curious where this is going to go. We'll go into the episode breakdown in a second, but we have to talk about the elephant in the room, which is, he who remains, Kang,
pending legal investigation.
Pending a bunch of legal stuff. It seems as if
he's okay.
Marvel is like, nah, we're going to keep him. Right, I think they're gonna keep him, and I think like a lot of the court stuff that they've shown is that that's all overblown or whatever. Even the lady doesn't want to press charges and all this other stuff. So I think I'm not 100% sure that all that stuff is blown over and we're moving forward with Jonathan Majors. But as far as the threat, it has been lessened because of the last movie, which is Quantum Mania, right? I think it was. And Kang just, he got his butt kicked, and I don't know.
Small handful of ants.
Yeah. And I'm not feeling like this guy's a threat. So I don't know whether this is, I think this series, they plan it out here. I don't really know if it's going to build up more of Kang's threat because,
I hope so.
They did that in the first season. I think this one's not going to be about Kang. It's going to be about the soul of the TVA. And do I really give a shit about the TVA? Not really. I care about Mobius. I want to see him get his jet ski. By season 2, if there's no jet ski, we riot. We rioted in this first season when there was no jet ski.
Brought it up again. They have to do it.
And they did bring it up again. It's like, this band better get his jet ski. And I give that episode a 10 out of 10 if he rides it. But we'll see. All right, well... but do you think that, we're going to see a lot of Jonathan Majors and He Who Remains, and it's a good villain coming up for this next?
I think they're going to hold off on him because of everything that happened. But, yeah.
Yeah, I think that they'd filmed, almost all of this stuff by the time it came out. I don't know if we're going to continue.
It feels like this was filmed during season 1 is what it feels like. Yeah. They picked up without a beat.
Yeah, so I don't know if they're. It's going to depend. Like the Disney lawyers are crazy, and they're going to go make sure that everything, because they don't want an Ezra Miller situation where they're doing that kind of thing. Just Kang hasn't been presented as a threat. It's a stupid villain that's supposed to be a genius. And where have we seen this before? If only his skin was blue. One of them does have blue skin. Yeah, kind of. It's just the people writing him in Quantumania did a massive disservice, and I'm not at all afraid of this Kang. And yes, there's an infinite number of them, but. This was supposed to. That was the big. That was the big one. That was the one that they all had. Yeah, so it's like, I don't give a shit.
Maybe these other guys have the potential to rise up and fill his shoes. Yeah. But it's like I'm more scared of one Thanos than I am of 100,000 whatever Kangs. But we'll see. But maybe, like I said, maybe season 2 Loki sets him up a little better as you go into the crossovers and where we go from here. But it is kind of an awkward situation for Disney and for Marvel Studios. We'll see. All right. Well, let's go into the episode breakdown. All right, so Loki, season 2, episode 1, we get basically the time slipping. So some people may be disappointed about this, that it pretty much wraps up the whole cliffhanger that they did in the last season, where he's like, we're like, what is this? What's happening? Oh, wait till season 2, right? Well, it does seem like they're like, no, he's not time slipping no more. I think, right? That's how they fixed it in this episode. But honestly, I'm okay with it because... This was a climax. This episode was almost like a climax of a season, just right up front, and they dealt with it appropriately. He's time slipping, and Mobius, his best friend at this point, they're friends, man. They're best friends, BFFs. He doesn't care about what the hell else is going on. He's like, we need to help you with this. Because it looks bad. It doesn't look bad. It's all right. Okay, no, that's bad.
Yeah, I was actually disappointed with the whole resolution of the time slipping thing because it's a fascinating thing. Loki being back in the past, influencing people's thoughts in real time from the audience perspective.
That was cool.
There's all sorts of stuff that that is an entire series of a TV show. If only they had like 12 episodes and they did more than 39 minutes worth of runtime, we could explore all these really cool concepts they presented. But they just kind of resolved it. We got 2 cool scenes and then it's over. So I don't know. Maybe the rest of the writer just decided when he took over, he's like, that's not the season that I want to write. But
yeah,
I was disappointed.
Because that's going to be quite a bit if they do that. Him just going back.
Maybe
and forth every time.
Maybe it's not resolved. Maybe they screwed it up, and then we are going to get that, and get nothing to worry about.
Yeah. So then we go into a trial scene where we introduce a new character, General Dox, and it's this older. I've seen her in something before.
Was it Game of Thrones?
What is it?
Yeah, she's in Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, as who?
Make her fly.
Mom.
The mom?
Yeah.
She's of the Veil, the leader of the Veil.
Oh, the Veil lady. That's right. Yeah. So the Veil lady is up in here. Her name is General Dox. That's hilarious. And she it seems to be the leader of an opposing faction of trying to still stick with the pruning, and they're like, yeah, sure, fine. This guy created it all, but it was all for a purpose, and we're still on board on the purpose. I don't know how they can go militant into believing that after they just learned that it is all fake. And they still don't want to. It's
for the greater
hard
good
to believe, but there are people out there like that just want to latch onto whatever. So okay, so we have this faction. I guess her son. I guess he's a mama's boy, and they're creating this weird little dynamic here
or something. Yeah,
and we'll probably see some drama related to that stuff. And then the next scene is Mobius and Loki go to the R&D guy, and this was just fantastic. Yeah, we go to the elevator. He's like, I'm going to the depths, and he's like clicking buttons at the bottom, multiple levels down. They talk to this guy named OB. He's like the only one down here. He's like doing everything. He's got so much work piled up upon other work. And he's eccentric, and it's played perfectly.
I also like how Mobius is like trying to remember. He's like, yeah, it's because they wipe your mind. And he's like, yeah, this seems familiar. He's kind of getting some of the things back.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Portrayed by Hui Kwan, just perfectly. And does a great job. And so he's going to get... And so they do this awesome scene because Loki then phases out again and goes into the past, and it's an awesome scene where he's talking to past OB so that present OB gets the info from past OB, and they figure out kind of how to help Loki. Because the R&D guy is badass anyway. So he built the thing real quick, and then he's like, we'll save it, and then he saves it for hundreds of years. He's like, no, I don't know. I don't have one of those. Oh, I have one of these. So it's fun. And all right, so then they get to work now that they got the device they need. He's talking about the handbook and all these different things. And what's going on here? Well, the temporal loom is coming apart. I don't really understand that part, but there's a temporal loom.
Too many branches,
okay?
and it's overwhelming.
Yeah. And that powers everything, but then the power is fluctuating, so because it's malfunctioning. We'll just say it's a malfunctioning. And then so they go to the temporal loom, and these doors open, look just like everybody's been talking about. It looks just like the X-Men. I guess they're doing a little teaser, Easter egg for the X-Men, previous X-Men from Bryan Singer that we don't talk about no more. But I'm very excited to see if this is the level of writing and this is the good. Now, granted, Marvel hasn't been doing great recently, but Loki's still doing good. So we need to get Marvel back into the good before they handle the new X-Men, because I want them to handle that new X-Men stuff.
Well, they got the Marvels coming.
It's basically how I feel about Disney handling Star Wars. I'm concerned, don't you fucking touch Knights of the Old Republic until we have the confidence in you that you can do it appropriately, right? And so that's the kind of same situation here with Disney and Marvel. Don't touch X-Men until you have people in place that you know what you're doing and you don't fuck it up. All right. So then what else? This is a funny scene because they're like, what happens if we don't?
Yes.
What happens, Joe?
So for Morbius, he's thinking, he's like, all right, so what happens with me? He's like, oh, your skin gets ripped off. The entire time he's like, well, my skin.
What?
Like Loki's like,
why?
I might get trapped. He's like, but my skin's gonna get ripped off.
Yeah, he's like, what? Why would my skin get ripped off? And so he's just this whole time he's thinking about skin? Question mark? Why? So they play that up for laugh.
It means prune. If you're too late, you will be lost to time forever, and Mobius will lose all of his skin. Okay, you've got about an hour.
And it works really well. And then, as he's explaining to other parts, he'll casually mention, and Mobius will lose all his skin. He's like, again, with the skin
looks so
stuff.
sad.
And this is a different way of dying, because he's like, if the suit breaks, then you'll age, and then, you'll slowly die, and your skin will come off. He's like, the skin, God damn it. And he's like, you got about an hour. And he's like, something slams into the window. He's like, you got about 5 minutes. I just love it. This is good comedy.
Great delivery.
Great delivery.
Yeah.
And then we even get a cool spacesuit. Whoever does the art on, these amazing, expansive CGI backgrounds for the TVA and the architecture and the retro grade sci-fi stuff, they're having a great time. And they were really having a great time creating this spacesuit. It's just hilarious. Why is everything like decrepit, like broken? This spacesuit just randomly has a crack in it, probably for comedic effect. Because he's like,
Yes.
what is this? And he's like, don't worry about that. He puts a duct tape because duct tape fixes everything.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a cool concept. So then he's like, you got to walk to this platform, attach a tether to the loom, and then we'll pull Loki. And then Loki has to prune himself, which was this big plot point in season 1. Don't prune. You never did. They're like, we're going to give you the payoff of Loki getting pruned because we were all worried. And he has to prune himself in order to dissipate him from all timelines and then yank and grab through one timeline. And so, yeah, he goes and he walks this platform, and it's cool seeing there's like, I don't know, the little umbilical cord.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's for, in case he pulls a rocket man and he farts.
I think it was huge. Well, it's like huge.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, that's a lot of, I
take a
guess,
dump if he
oxygen. I don't know what
needs
he's
to.
getting from that.
Whatever. Yeah, and it's going to be like, and he says he's got to huff it. How you going to huff it when you got all this shit and you fall off? But he's like, you're going to see some huffing like you ain't never seen before. And he's like, okay. And he walks off. Just eccentric. Yeah, so he walks out to the platform, but it turns out he doesn't have enough time. We get that tension where Obi's like, you only have 30 seconds, and then he counts down, and he wants them to succeed. He's like, 5, 4,
I didn't think he was gonna press the button, but
three,
I was like, oh, he actually did it. Yeah.
He's got to protect, everybody inside and do other things. But okay, so he presses the button, and it turns out the button doesn't shut everything down. It just starts the doors. So we have a tiny bit of time left. And I didn't quite understand this, so maybe you or Alex can help me out here. Meanwhile, while he's doing this, he gave a mission to Loki. A little button here, a little compass that when it reaches green, that's when you prune yourself. Well, he gets thrown into the future, and he knows it's the future because he sees the little skin thing that Mobius wrote. And I don't know why he's here, and I don't know what the purpose of the scene is, but there's a phone ringing. So he goes towards the phone. Now, this might be a plot point in the future where I was helping you the whole time or something. Maybe that's Miss Minutes
that's what I'm thinking,
when
something.
she comes in the adventure. You remember the phone? I put you right where you needed to be, and then we'll learn something. I'm already trying to see where they're planting the seeds because I don't understand. Why is the phone ringing? Do you know why the phone is ringing? And then Sylvie, who, if you don't remember Sylvie, and it's a little tough to remember, she's like she's Loki?
Female
No, she's a Loki variant. That's right. She's not Loki. She's a Loki variant, but then she's her own character, and she's not the female Loki from the comics. This is a unique character is what they're trying to do. Anyways, she comes to the elevator, and she goes, oh, there you are. And then all of a sudden, he's pruned, but he didn't prune himself because you could see clearly his arms are like up here. So did he get pruned from behind?
It doesn't
look like
because
Sylvie
it's coming
prunes
through.
him.
It looked like it was
Right.
coming through.
I see a tip of something
Yeah.
here. I have no idea what just happened.
We don't know who did it. That's a mystery. for
Okay,
the
is
next
that
one.
something that you understand,
No,
Alex?
that we don't know who did it. It could be Sylvie did it. She knows that that's the exact moment that she's got to prune him or he's lost forever, and then she prunes him.
They're gonna reveal
or
it in
at the
a
end he
future
is
episode.
pruned. Yeah.
Yeah,
So we
this was like it's another great cliffhanger. I was like, who was it?
we don't know.
Okay, it might even be the bad guy who is realizing that maybe I shouldn't be a bad guy. I might help you at the last minute. Who knows? So it plants the seeds very nicely. Good. Okay, I was like, am I stupid?
I saw that too. I was like, well, it wasn't him.
All right, and then he's pruned, and because he gets pruned just in time, pops out with the tether, flies so hard and fast that he smacks into his friend Mobius. They both fly into the doors. They make it. The doors close, even after Obi was like, he ain't gonna make it. Yeah, and then what? So they make it, and how does the episode slam to black? Forgot.
That's it, right? There's nothing.
Yeah, there is after that. They start I guess B-15 is walking. You see all these General
right.
Docs
Yeah,
going through this
So there's
door. There's like a
definitely
whole bunch
something
of soldiers. It's like all this for Sylvia? I don't think so.
So what are they doing? I think the point is they're going to try to kill Sylvie, or like they're sticking with their
and
original
something
thing of
else.
pruning certain people, and I don't really remember season 1 that clearly. Are they after Sylvie? I think they are after Sylvie or
Yeah.
something, to either prune her or capture her or whatever.
Yeah, so something's going on because
With
there's
General Docs.
too much all for Sylvie. He's like,
So then that's when it ends. And then if you skip past and you do the credits, there is an after credit scene, which is what?
Sylvie's back in 1982 Oklahoma, and she goes to a fast food restaurant.
Not just
McDonald's.
any fast food restaurant. McDonald's.
McDonald's.
It's a product placement here. First, I thought it was a Burger King, but no, it's a McDonald's. And it's the old school, the classic shit we'll never see again, which is, they put the physical numbers in the thing.
Beef tallow French fries.
Yeah. And they're excited, man. They're excited to serve you McDonald's as if it's the first time they've been in operation. But McDonald's was created before 1982. But anyways, so she's like, I want everything. Or she just walks into the restaurant. She sees everybody eating, having a good time. And I don't know what this is. I have no idea what's going on here because I kind of forgot about Sylvie and her shit. So she just wants to experience everything?
Yeah,
This is her
'cause
happy
she's
ever
looking-
after.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because she's been on the run since she was a child.
That's right.
And so this is the first time that she assumes that the TVA is no more. She's not going to get chased. And so she's like, she gets to live her happy ever after. But then all the shitheads are going to show up. And
Yes.
Boom. Thank you, Alex. Yep. All right, cool. That's probably next episode. She's trying to enjoy her burger. And
Her
then
happy
she,
meal. Yeah.
and she almost gets pruned. God damn it. And then we go and we do the adventure. So, okay. Well, that's it. Loki Season 2 starting strong. We hate that it's only 6 episodes. We hate that the fucking episodes are like
30
less than 30
minutes or
minutes or
something.
whatever. But that's what they're giving us for now, and we'll see how it shakes out. We actually got access to the first 4 episodes, but we were so busy that we didn't even get to see them. And after this strong
Like,
start,
damn
I was
it.
like, I want to see the next 3 right now. But that expired. Like, critics don't have enough to, like, it's not there forever. So now we'll watch it weekly, and you know what? I think that's cool because now I'm excited to see every single one and see it how it's meant to be seen, because there is a luxury watching it all at once. I like that luxury, but I like this show so much that I'm happy I have something to look forward to every week. And we'll see how it goes. So that's what we'll do. And thank you very much for watching. I know this one's late, probably won't get seen, but if you do see it, we recommend Loki Season 2, Episode 1. All right, we'll see you guys on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.